It feels fitting that Nick Timothy's big pitch was to the just about managing. I am just about managing not to shriek with laughter at news that Theresa May's recently departed chief of staff is back already, to write a weekly column in the Daily Telegraph and a monthly one in The Sun. I know. What month? February 2035. I think there's an outside chance I could tolerate hearing from Nick by then. Some of you will have had package holidays longer than Nick Timothy's period in the political desert. By all accounts, he has a massive brain, and it's always slightly awkward to have to explain highly complex political ideas to someone who thinks they wrote the book on them. But here goes. The technical term for what he, fellow henchperson Fiona Hill and Prime Minister Theresa May did with the last election, at this most crucial, time-pressured moment in Britain's national journey, is shit the bed. In any of the more decent decades of the past 100 years, basically all of them, Nick Timothy would be regarded as marginally more toxic than that salmonella outbreak at that waste processing site in Ghana, which itself makes Chernobyl look like a dead lad. And yet he has waltzed straight back to two high-profile and presumably highly paid media gigs. Some of you will have had package holidays longer than Nick's period in the political desert. I hope he used the time to write a searing account of the experience, perhaps titled Long Way Back, or The Wilderness Minutes. We'll reportedly do a big interview with him in Saturday's Telegraph, so maybe he'll acknowledge this. Or perhaps he'll simply reprise his earlier take on the abortive election. While I accept that the manifesto might have been too ambitious, if anything, he's too committed. I worry that the implication of this argument is that politicians should not be straight with the electorate, righto. And yet, I worry that the implication of Nick's insta-rehabilitation is that the electorate cannot be straight with politicians, elected or otherwise. The electorate was pretty straight with Nick. He pushed to call the election when the Tories were 21 points ahead in the polls. By the time May and team had worked their magic, they'd lost their majority.